Hi guys! Oh my god, thank god it's a Friday. Welcome guys to my channel. So before I get started, guys, on the previous video I posted yesterday, there was a technical error. I am sorry about that. So this is the first time I've had a video collaboration with anyone. So what a way to start it. I am going to introduce a vlogger. Guys, hello. Hi. So yeah, do your thing.
Hello guys, I'm Anna, and I'm an au pair here too, and I'm from Brazil.
Your girl be chilling with Brazilians. Guys, levels. So okay, we are wrapping up the week. Two more videos to go. So basically today we're going to be talking about, so I wanted to have someone who has had the experience as an au pair, and with regards that Anna's on her second year, right?
Yes.
Anna's on her second year, and I've completed my, like, today's my last day.
Yeah.
I'm officially unemployed, so anyone who wants to hire me, I'm here, guys. That's okay. So then I decided, let's talk about transitioning from our first families to our new families. So we are both, so I went on rematch, right?
Yes.
And you went.
I didn't pass for a rematch, but I had to change. Like, I'm with different families for
On your second year.
In my second year, yes.
So we do have questions which we will answer, but maybe let's start talking about
rematch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rematch. So rematch is tough, guys.
Oh yeah.
Rematch is the hardest. I did mention on my previous videos this week that my first 6 months was the worst because of all the drama that occurred with my previous family. So guys, before we even continue, we're recording this while the kids are playing. So Omega will come. Yeah. Can you please close the door, darling? Thank you. Sorry about that, guys. We will have so many distractions today. So what was I saying? Oh, rematch. So it is a very difficult transition because when I left Atlanta, I was tired. Like, I was done with au pairing. You know, my first 6 months was exhausting, and I was ready to go home. So then coming here, I had to have the energy for new kids, new family, new environment. And to a point, I was even sick. I got sick, so I got here on a Sunday, first Sunday of June. On a Tuesday, I was sick, like dead sick. I was like literally in bed. I couldn't work for like 2 days because I think it was all the stress and the environmental change as well. So it was it was really hard, even adjusting to the new family. Although it was not as difficult as I thought it would be because of the accommodation or welcome I received here. And I mean, now we're like just all crazy. So yeah.
And how long did you spend in Atlanta?
So I was in Atlanta from the 9th of December until what comes before June? Yeah, the month before June. May, like end of May.
Okay.
Like the last Friday.
January, February, March, April, May. 5 months.
Yeah, so 5 months. So yeah, my first 5 months was just a mess.
Wow. Okay, that's a lot. And how did you decide to go into a rematch and not just leave, just go home? Okay,
so eventually when I came to the States, I knew I wanted to stay a year, no longer than a year. And then after the drama I had, so mainly the reason that I had actually requested a rematch was, so yeah, I requested a rematch because when I was sick, I actually forgot to say this on my previous vlog. When I was sick from the kid, because of the kid, my host mom had said she'll take my vacation days. So like all the days I'm sick, they'll deduct that from your vacation. And that's not allowed. You know, that's not allowed. So I was really mad. That's when I was like, rematch. And then you're given 2 weeks.
2 weeks to find
a new family. So first day when my profile was out, I had a family that with one kid in DC, and I was like, yes, at least it's one kid, you know, and it's a baby. But then she was just too slow to respond, and everything was just piling up. Like, emotions were just sky high, until I was like, you know what, I'm ready to go home. Like, I was ready to go home. So on my last day of rematch, my current family contacted me, and I told them, I was like, I was ready to go home. So I mean, okay, whatever. And then, because I also had doubts about them actually responding and like communicating on their end with their program director. So then I was like, okay, but I was ready to go home. And then I came here, and then in a month, on a couple of weeks, I was like, okay, maybe let me just stay, you know, let me just stay, let's try it out. It's not as bad as I thought. Yeah, and then we went to second year, and everything is just great.
Okay.
Yeah. So what about you? Like, so most au pairs on their second year, they decide to stay with their families.
Yeah.
The same family. So what made you change?
So, like, the first family I came, we almost got into a rematch because I crashed their car. And I talk about that in my channel. There's a video there. I'm talking about that. And my host mom, like, when I got home, the first thing she told me is like, okay, so we're going into a rematch because we'll get someone that we feel more confident driving. And like, it was the first thing that she tells me, like,
so how
when
far
I first arrived.
how
And I have been there for like 2 months. It wasn't my second month there, so
oh my God.
It was like, and I was crying, and then they gave me new rules for the car. And I just decided to stay because the rematch process is too stressful, and I didn't want to go through that.
Yeah.
So I decided to stay with them, and the year was just like good. It was good, and I couldn't complain. But they wouldn't need an au pair anymore, so that's why I decided to go to another family. Otherwise, I would stay with them because
I mean, like, it's always convenient.
It turned out so good after all that. Like, they were so good, the kids were good and everything. The city that I was in North Carolina. So, and like the city was so small, like really small. There was nothing to do, and it was
so really you would small, still stay in the same city?
Yeah, I would stay because I had the car, the family was good, the kids were good, and I had the car. I could go anywhere I want with it. So it would work.
That's all. Tell her to stop, please. Omega, come here. So guys, I think we'll just include Omega in this video because she is a handful. Come here, baby girl. Come, let me give you love. Come. Sorry for her crazy hair, guys. Omega is not feeling well, so everything just went south. Oh my goodness. Hello. Sit here. Oh, hello. Say hi.
Hi.
There. Hi. Hello. Sabona.
Hello.
Dad.
Hi.
Nyabila.
Hi.
Okay, you sit here.
Oh.
Okay, listen. Be nice. Sorry, guys.
So, okay, where else I was?
Okay, so basically...
Yeah, so basically the family they wouldn't need an au pair anymore.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I got a new family.
So how many kids were you taking care of?
2.
Okay.
But they were all boys. 3 boys. Yes.
And how many kids do you care for now?
2. But I had 2 girls and
1 boy, yeah.
1 boy, yes. And then I found this family. It did, like, I started looking for a new family. Okay, I found them in April. In March, and my year ends in August. So, like, I had time to choose, and I wanted to stay in North Carolina at first because I had friends there, and I already knew the area and stuff, and it would be I thought it would be easier like I already knew the city and everything. Just going to a new family, so it would be easier.
Really, I didn't want to. So on my rematch, I knew that I didn't want to stay in Atlanta. Well, I love, like, you guys know how much I love Atlanta. I think it's like my best or favorite state in the country. But I wanted to go to LA. So you know when so on rematch, so on rematch, when you go on rematch, like on your first day, the program director calls you and they ask you, so which state would you like to go to?
Mm-hmm.
So they just ask you that just to see if there are any families needing an au pair there. Then they can refer or put out your profile to them. So I did say, I was like, I want to go to LA. And then they're like, which state don't you want to go to? I said DC because it is cold. Guess where I am? So yeah, I was so mad. But I was like, you know what? Whatever.
Like when I first see the family, I thought Maryland would be cool because there was a lot of au pairs around here and a lot of Brazilian au pairs, but it was so cold. But I knew that I didn't want to go to West Coast because of like it's expensive to live there.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I'm complaining already about Maryland.
Yeah.
Because guys, Uber would cost me, so in Atlanta from my house to the mall or like to Target, I would pay like $5 or so.
Uber?
Yeah, and then I got here, I paid like, so we were first in Annapolis, so excuse me guys, I used to pay probably like $10. We moved from Annapolis to here. Now I have to pay $18 just from here to the mall. It's crazy, but I mean, I'm fortunate that I can use like the car. When the car is available, then I can use it. But I mean, like, yeah.
Okay, so there are 9 questions, and we're gonna answer this now. The first question is name, age, and how long have you been in the United States?
Tombari Masego. I am, how old? I'm 25. I'm 25, turning 26 in a couple of weeks. And how long I've been here? I've been here for 2 years now.
2 years.
And
Awesome. So my name is Ana Beatriz, but you guys can call me just Anna. And I am 20 years old, and I have been here for a year and 4 months. Yes, a year and 4 months now. Okay. Second question is, where are you from, in your home country and here in the United States?
Okay, so more like where I've lived in the United States? Or,
yes.
Okay. So originally from South Africa, Johannesburg, Soweto. I live in Edgewater. Small town in Maryland. Yeah.
All right. So I'm from Brazil, São Paulo. São Paulo.
Okay. How do you say that?
My city?
Yeah.
São Paulo.
São Paulo.
Yes. São Paulo. And here I'm from Annapolis, Maryland now. Yes, now. It has been like 4 months now. And I was in North Carolina before that. Your agency and how many kids do you take care of?
So I'm with Cultural Care.
Me too.
Ah, you see, Cultural Care, hello. The number of kids. So this is complicated. Like, people always ask me this question. So my family has 6 kids, guys. My family has 6 kids. But I only care for the little 2 babies you saw yesterday, Cleve and Omega. And then the older kids, it's more of taking them to school. Like, it's not really au pairing them, but it's more like I play a role of being a sister to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
Your older sister.
Yeah.
So you take care of 6 kids, and you just have to do like with the olders, just
yeah,
like
it's mainly like a sister will drive them around. That's it. Yeah, but like the 2 babies, like full care.
Mm-hmm. And how old is Omega and Cleve?
So Omega is 223 next month. Cleve just turned 5 in October. So yeah.
Okay.
And
so
Carly, okay, so Carly is 11, turning 12 next month. Brandon is 14. Johnny is 15. Jalen is 17, I think. So he's in college, so he doesn't. He comes to visit, but he doesn't live with us. So yeah.
Okay. So as I said, I'm for cultural care too, and I take care of 3 kids. I'm good with that. That's all I can do.
I mean, okay.
And yeah, now I have 3 girls and 1 boy, and the boy is turning 5 now in December.
The day before my birthday, guys.
Really close. And the girls are 10 and 7 years old. So yeah. 4th question. What is the thing that you most like about the United States?
So what I like
What do you most like about
in United States?
Yeah.
So guys, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I feel like number 1, alcohol is convenient. Like it's so cheap.
Yeah.
It is like everything. Oh yeah, shopping.
Yes.
Things are less expensive than back at home. Just like for example, necessary things like toiletries. Like I'm able to buy toiletries, like a supply for 3 months, because it's not that expensive. But back at home, yeah, it's crazy. So the shopping here, that's the most thing I like about the United States.
Yeah, me too. Like how easy you can buy things. They're not like even us, like being an au pair, we can still
With the little money we get.
yeah, we can still like buy stuff, and I would never buy like iPhone or something back home because it's like so expensive.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that's the reason why I have all these bags.
yeah, like she has a closet full of bags, luggage, and like
Guys, that's a story for another
ready
day.
to go, girl. Oh my. Okay. Okay. Next question is the thing that you don't like about the United States.
That's kind of different. So, I mean, difficult. Number 1, I hate the weather. I honestly hate the weather. It's either it gets too hot or too cold. So there's no mild weather here. Another 2 is the culture. Not that I hate it, but I just don't like it. I don't like. I respect it because we're all from different backgrounds. So for example, like back at home, a kid, like even someone my age, I wouldn't talk back to someone older than me. Like I wouldn't even talk back to my mom. But here it's that's how it's done,
It's so common, like kids argue with parents.
With parents. That's crazy. So back at home, you argue, you get a spanking right there and there, like hey,
oh, right in your mouth.
exactly. So I think that is one, 2 major things I actually don't like about the United States, but I respect because I mean it's US.
Yeah. So the thing that I don't like about here is talking about the East Coast is the cold, because it's too cold here, and I have been just this side of the coast, so I've never been to West Coast, but I know there is like warmer than here.
It is, yeah.
And but here it's too cold. I can't handle the cold. It's like it's too cold.
So how's the weather in Brazil though? Like
it's warm. It's like we don't get this cold. Like it's like West Coast.
Okay.
Like we got like.
What's
Celsius,
the lowest?
Like 5.
That's
Celsius.
your lowest?
Yes.
Wow. At home.
We don't really get negatives.
Really?
No.
We do. I think they say they did. I think. Yeah, man. But like maybe like -2 or 3. But last year here on the 31st of December, it was -12 degrees Celsius.
Jeez, no. Yes. Yeah, so I don't like the cold, and I don't like like as you said too, I don't like the culture that they're too cold, and like my host family, they are kind of different with that. But I've been deal with some families that is like the same. Kids like argue with parents and being kind of disrespectful.
Yeah.
And these that like they're like too cold, like
They're not welcoming.
welcoming and all that. Is like sometimes is hard. But my host family, they have like kind of changing my mind about it because they like to host and everything, so they are welcoming and all that.
Yeah.
But my previous host family, they were like a typical American
Like that's it.
family, and
But that's what I've also said with my family here. Like there are things they do, and I'm like, you guys are born in the wrong country. You guys are seriously born in the wrong country. You guys should be in South Africa, But I mean, that's. I feel like it happens to most of us.
Yes. So next question is, what is the good side of being an au pair for you?
The good side of being an au pair is getting your stipend every week.
Getting what?
Your stipend, like getting paid every week.
Oh yeah, every week.
Because it's consistent.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing I'm gonna miss when I go home. It's consistent.
Yeah.
You know that you get the amount of money you get in your bank account every Friday or whatever agreement you have with the family, and you can spend on the weekends. You know. And back at home, when I get a job, I'm only gonna be paid once a month.
Yes, we pay monthly too in Brazil. So I'm gonna miss that too when I go back to Brazil.
So that's a good part about being on pay and traveling as well. I don't wanna lie. I love traveling. I think it's one of my hobbies. But when you don't have
I'm sorry.
yeah, this thing is real. Like no edits, nothing.
Oh my, no. Excuse me.
Welcome.
That I don't like about here too, because like they do that.
Oh
Like,
yes.
excuse me, like no, don't do that. Like when they're having dinner on the table.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate that.
I don't
as
like
well.
that.
So what was I saying?
About like what the good.
Oh, traveling.
Think about traveling.
Traveling, I think that's another great part about being an au pair. You get to travel, and I almost gave an advice already.
Okay.
But traveling is one of the good things about being an au pair.
Yeah,
You get to travel.
The good thing about being a pair, like in my point of view, is like the money you get is like you can spend only on you. Like we don't have to pay for rent. Like of course it is discounted already. Like the amount we receive, that it comes with all the discounts already. But we don't really have to pay for rent, for food, or like the money we get, we can do whatever we want, and travel, and like for me it's like
I mean it's always different with every au pair.
Yes, so that's the good part about it, because rent here is not cheap, gas and all that is not cheap. Of course we spend like going out to eat and all that, but like
partying.
Drink.
Yeah, but it's like I get what you're saying. Like it's your money. It's your money. So
like if you don't make like credit card or stuff, you don't really have to pay bills.
Yeah, like guys don't have credit cards.
Don't have credit. But if you do want to, I can give you mine. I can give you my link, and I can have cash back.
Guys, don't have credit cards.
Okay, next question is the bad thing about being an au pair.
You can't be in a bad mood.
Oh yeah, that's like you always have to be happy and smiling, and
which is ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, you can't be in a bad mood as an au pair, and I guess that is like the main.
Yeah, for me, like the worst thing of being an au pair is you leave at your work. Like you leave with your bosses, and it's sometimes it's annoying.
Yeah, it's like 8 o'clock. Hi, boss.
Yeah.
5. Oh, hey.
You're like you're always like you have to be so careful because you think that you're always being evaluated, and they're always look, even when you're off, like they are looking at you, and sometimes it's annoying. You can't like just relax and you know.
Yeah. True. I agree. I agree
Yes.
with that.
And we'll see. Okay, what you are thinking about doing like after you finish the program?
I wanna go home and sleep.
And sleep. Fire sleep.
No, like guys, like honestly, like I did say, like my first month. I mean, if I get a job, because I've been applying for jobs at home, and yeah, but if I get a job, okay, thank you God, you know, I will gladly take the job, go to work, and when I go home, but I feel like I need to sleep. I wanna eat.
So you're
gain
going back
weight.
home. You're not staying.
I'm not staying. I'm going back home.
Got it.
I wish I could stay. Psych, no. I'm going home, guys. Straight home, and yeah.
Yeah. And me, I don't know yet. I have 9 months to go yet. But right now, I want to go back home, and because I still need to go to college and stuff. So I think going back home is gonna be easier for me and all that. But I can change my mind. I have 9 months.
Yeah, I mean,
But right now,
you're always a different person, guys. I always say this, and I always say I was a different person I was yesterday, and like people laugh at me when I say that, but when I say it, like it's true.
yeah.
The decisions I took yesterday, I might have not taken today.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
Yeah, we
I do
grow
want to
a
go
lot
back to
here.
school though as well. My plan, yeah, I do want to go back to school and get my degree or my BTech and like just further my studies.
Mhm.
So yeah, probably that is
Yes.
one of my. Guys, I don't have a plan. I'm so.
So I don't really have a plan to, but I know I want
Yeah, you
to
have an
go to
idea.
school,
Yeah.
and but I still don't know if back home or here. I know back home is gonna be easier,
Mhm.
but I still don't know. I know that I want to go to school, to college, and get my certificate in communication, and that's what
You
I
also
want
want to do communications?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice, guys. You see, hello, someone who wants a public relations practitioner or a communicator or interpreter. We're here.
We're here.
Hello. That's why we're doing this, guys.
Hi YouTube.
Hello. Recognize us.
Yeah. Okay, and last, it's not a question, it's just like we have to give an advice for those who want to become an au pair as us. So I think we can give some good advices for them because we have been doing that.
Yeah. So what the advice I could give you guys, like whoever's watching this, and because I know I've been receiving as well private messages from people who want to be au pairs. The advice I give is know what you're signing up for. I did mention it that don't, as much as the agency will sell you dreams, guys, because remember you are at home. For example, this is how I was at home. I was at home, I was bored, I was kind of depressed, not really depressed is a big word, but I was not in a good space emotionally. So I was like, you know what, let me do something different. So whatever they told me, like to me that was dreams. You're going to be traveling, you'll see all the states, you know, forgetting to tell you that the amount you'll be paid is not enough for you to do all those things, you know. Because when I got here, I mean, we use the currency rands, so I took $13 as 13 rand, and $13 is actually 150 rands at home. I could do a lot with that, not really a lot, but it could get me somewhere, you know. And here, $13 is nothing. Exactly. So know what you're signing up for. Don't be naive about it. Do not be too excited. You know, do your research on the agencies. Do the research on your families. Take time to choose the family. You know, don't just take a family because they have accessories. Don't be sold. I had a friend who was sold by the fact that they're going to buy her a phone, a laptop, an iPad, and then the sad part is, yeah, they'll promise you all these things. You get there, yeah, you might get them, but then when you leave, you will leave those things, so they are not yours. Don't be sold by the kind of house they live in. The bigger the house, the bigger the problems. That's what people say, right? So don't do that. Just be yourself, be content with yourself, have a self-introspection, and know what you're signing up for.
Yes.
I feel like that's like the best decision I can give anyone who wants to be an au pair.
Yes, my advice would be like that too, but can you come knowing that you're coming for work mostly. It's like a work. It's like you apply for a job, and because you'll be here and you live with your bosses. It's work. Mostly. You will study, you will travel. Yes, you will, but it's mostly work. You'll be paid for it, and you have to talk with your bosses. You have to like give results, and be patient, a lot of patience, and yeah, that's my advice. Like, know that you're coming for work, and it's not gonna be easy, but you'll grow a lot.
I need to go to basketball.
I need to go to basketball.
Jaylen's here, so I need
And you will do all those things. You will have a lot of
JJ,
fun.
please come here. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
You have a lot of fun. So keep knowing that, and try to talk to people that are being an au pair already, that had this experience already, and yeah.
And take our advice. That what Anna is saying is actually important. Take the advice. I'm gonna give you something special when I'm done, okay? Take advice. So it's important to talk to someone who has been an au pair.
You don't base yourself like on other people's experience. Like, listen and take the advice, but each experience is one itself. So you, like, some experiences are bad and some are really, really good. So you have to come to see how your experience will be. So we can say, like, I can say, like, don't come because it's the worst thing, and I can tell you to come because it's the bad thing, because you have your own experience, So just take the chance, but listen to us.
Listen to. So guys, we're gonna end this video here. I want to say thank you so much for doing this. Like, this is so exciting. I feel like, I just say, guys, my vlogs are going on, and like my channel is just going. I will link your channel below, and guys, do subscribe on her channel as well. Give her love. Great content, trust me, great content she has. So yeah, there's still more to come. Exciting. So guys, thank you so much for watching. You guys have a blessed weekend. Be safe. We love you. Mwah. Bye.